Good morning, dear students of 6th class. Hope you all are fine. As you all know that our school has started online classes. Hope you all utilize these video. So during this e-learning process, I am going to teach you bio. This is Proveen here. So let's start with our bio syllabus. First of all, we should know what is the syllabus for the first term. So we have two chapters for first term. First is the leaf and second chapter is the human circulatory system. Today we will start from the chapter number 6, that is the human circulatory system. So open page number 59. So this is the human circulatory system. Human circulatory system is a highly specialized system. It is also known as the cardiovascular system. It consists of three parts: blood, blood vessels and heart. In this chapter, we are going to study about the parts of the human circulatory system: blood, blood vessels, heart, blood groups and blood transfusion. So today I am going to teach you two topics: parts of the human circulatory system, blood and the blood vessels. So let's start from the blood. So what is blood? All you have seen the blood. Blood is a red color fluid. It is also known as a circulatory fluid that flow in our blood vessels. Blood vessels are the fine tubes through which blood flows, and heart is a pumping organ that pumps out the blood with the force. So all should have their rough copies along with you. So we have studied human circulatory system. It is divided into three parts, that is blood, blood vessels and heart. So now come to the functions of the blood. Blood is a very important fluid in our body. It helps to transport nutrients such as whatever we have eaten, that flows through blood to the different parts of the body. So it transports the food. Second one, transportation of respiratory gases. We all know that we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. So blood gives oxygen to all parts of the body and collect carbon dioxide back from the parts of the body. Third, it transports the waste products. So whatever the waste products and the dead tissues, they all are transported through the blood. Blood takes all the waste material from our body and gives to the kidney. From there it is filtered. So blood is filtered in the kidney. Fourth most important function of the blood is transportation of hormones, minerals, vitamins and water. Hormones you will study in higher classes, but in short, hormones are the chemical messengers. Minerals such as sodium, potassium, different types of vitamin A, vitamin V, vitamin K, and the transportation of water. So blood acts as the pipeline through which different types of things, different types of nutrient, gases, hormones, waste product travel from one part of the body to the other part of the body. Blood is also important to regulate the body temperature because blood is connected to all parts of the body. So it picks up the heat from one part of the body and dissipates it on the body surface. So it brings the uniform distribution of heat in the whole part of the body. Next important function of the blood is protection against diseases. We will study further that blood has the white blood cells. The main function of the white blood cells to engulf or eat and digest the germs, those who causes diseases in our body. So it protects the body against the diseases and infection. White blood cells are also known as the soldier cells of our body. So here students, in the figure 6.2 you can see circulatory system is connected to all the parts of the body. See here, digestive system, then excretory system, exchange of materials from the body cells, hormones and the respiratory system. So we have studied about blood. The function of the blood, it transports all the material from one part of the body to the other part of the body. Then now we should know what is the composition of the blood. Composition of blood means what is the blood made up of. As we know that the color of the blood is red and it is also known as the connective tissue that circulates throughout the whole body. it look red due to the presence of the pigment hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein that helps to transport oxygen, and it also have the iron complexes present in the red blood cells. So red blood cells are red due to the presence of the chemical or the pigment that is known as the hemoglobin. It consists of two parts. The blood is made up of two parts. One is the plasma and second one is the cellular part or the cells. This plasma part is actually a fluid part which constitutes the 55% of the blood, and the cellular part constitutes the 45% of the blood. So cells are of three types: red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. They are also known as RBC, WBC and platelets. So now come to the plasma part. First of all, we will discuss about the plasma. Plasma is a fluid part that I have already told you. It is the part of the blood in which the cells usually float. It is a faint yellow. Faint means pale yellow or light yellow in color. Pale yellow or light yellow in color. It contains the water approximately 90%, plasma proteins about 7%, and digestive food, waste material, gases, carbon dioxide, oxygen, salts such as sodium, potassium and hormones about 3%. So this is the plasma part. So which is the liquid part of the blood? That plasma is the liquid part of the blood. And come to the solid part, that is the cellular part, cells. There are three types of blood cells are present in the blood. These are the white blood cells, red blood cells and the blood platelets. Red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes. White blood cells are also known as leukocytes, and blood platelets are also known as the thrombocytes. Now we will discuss about these three types of the cell. Hope you understand this part. Blood constituents of or made up of two parts, that is plasma and cell. Plasma is a liquid part and cell is a cellular part. So now we will discuss about this. So red blood cells, the shape of the red blood cell is cellular or disc-like shape. The white blood cells are round or irregular in shape, and blood platelets are very small and irregular in shape. Next come the red blood cells do not have the nucleus, same as the blood platelets do not have the nucleus, but white blood cells have the nucleus. Red blood cells are red in color due to the presence of the hemoglobin. White blood cells are colorless because they do not have the hemoglobin or the absence of the hemoglobin. So these are generally colorless, or we call this white blood cells. And blood platelets are also colorless. They do not have any color. Now student, come to the function of different blood cells. So red blood cells help to transport oxygen to all parts of the body. Then white blood cells are also known as the soldier cells, which protect the body against diseases and infections. They generally fight against the germs which enter inside our body. And blood platelets are the cells which help in clotting of the blood. For example, when you get injured, the continuously blood oozes out from your particular part which is injured, so that blood platelets act on that part and stop the bleeding of the blood from that skin part where you have injured. So they mostly help in clotting of the blood or stopping the blood from the bleeding. So today we have studied about the blood and the types of blood cells along with the plasma. So now the home task for today's video is you have to revise these topics. Draw the diagram of RBC, WBC and blood platelets in your school notebook. Thank you students, and meet you in the second video.